Bro, Hollywood P reacts.
What's good, YouTube? It's your dude Hollywood P, back again for another video. Now, as always, folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also turn on your post notifications so that you stay up to date with all of my latest uploads. All right, guys, we are back once again, and today we have another wow video. Now, as we know, last night was the Capaholics pool party, and I'm not gonna lie, they didn't let me down. You know, I actually was supposed to go to the pool party. I actually talked to Wizard Kelly and let him know that I was, going to go, but I just didn't feel like dealing with that LA traffic. If you live out here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just too much. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that I did see last night that made me proud is I finally saw DDG not giving a F about the camera. Finally being himself on camera, you know what I'm saying, and entertaining to the fullest. The things that I sent to DDG was, I sent him a couple things, and I told him before that I felt like his streams were kind of like too G-rated. You know what I'm saying? It was too like every time you say something, you're trying to hide this, you're muting the mic, you can't hear what you're saying. Like, I mean, these people are paying for a subscription to Twitch. It's different if it's just YouTube. You can do what you want to do, but Twitch, they're actually paying to see what's going on. You giving them pretty much a window to your life. It's supposed to be in real life, IRL. And you're muting stuff, you're turning the camera down, you're turning it around. Like, bro, what are you doing? But last night, I think DDG's finally getting the picture of how you're supposed to be a real streamer. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he was doing a bad job, but now he understands that these people are paying, just like a person will pay for Netflix, person to pay for Hulu, Disney Plus, and all these other streaming services. Give these people what they want. Do you see Netflix muting stuff? Do you see Netflix turning the camera around when a scene happening? No. These people are paying to see this. So you can't be acting like, yo, if you're not able to do IRL, then you need to go back to YouTube. And I told him that, right? Next thing I know, DDG said that, you know what, with this season of Are You My Ball 2, I'm gonna be more open with stuff, and this because he got the message. I told you, I was just being real. These people are paying you. You know what I'm saying? To see what's going on. Like, they want to see some, the Gooners want to see some booty shaking. They want to see what's up. Just like Netflix got crazy shows on there, just like Hulu and the rest of them, these streaming services got it. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to give these people entertainment, entertain the Gooners. And man, oh man, he did. Now, when he was on the Purple app, which is Twitch, he did notice that these girls were like going too crazy. They were taking their tops off and, showing everything that God gave them. You know what I mean? So he said, you know what? Instead of ending the stream, I'm going to do things right. I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to keep the party going. We're going to the Green app because they don't care. So when he did that, I just want to say shout out to DDG for keeping the party going and keeping it real and just doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? This is the entertainment that you need to bring. This is going to keep you at the top level. When he was on the Green app, it was over 10,000 people watching. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew what time it was. This is what the people want to see. And I kept pushing that. I was like, bro, if you're going to be the 2017 DDG, that's when you started making millions. You know what I'm saying? If you go back to that 2017, 2018 era, you'll be unstoppable. Castanet used to watch you. You the one motivated him to become who he is today. If you take that back, go back to the basics, man, you're gonna be unstoppable. So I'm gonna show you this video. It's a clip from the Green app for you people that didn't see it, that don't have Kick. I'll show you a little clip. I edited it a little bit so I can make it YouTube friendly. But yeah, let's check this video out. There you have it. So as you see, things got a little more loose last night. I was just a small clip of what kind of was going on last night. It got a lot more crazier, of course. But yeah, I just want to, send a shout out to DDG for finally doing what he needed to do. I think this will take him to the next level. And I also want to talk about the girls at the party. Now, watching this stream, I never have seen this many females ask these guys for sex on camera. These girls didn't hold back. They just said, yo, what you trying to get into? I'm on what you on. Like, they was really on it. I'm like, bro, are these girls in heat? And the craziest part from last night was seeing that somebody that I knew personally, that I have done content with personally, asking my boy DDG pretty much for some sex. Now, I don't know if she understood how many people were watching the stream. I don't think she was clip farming. I don't know what was going on. Maybe she was kind of hard up. Maybe she needed some loving. I don't know. But she straight up asked DDG, I don't want to say her exact terms because then you'll know exactly who I'm talking about and y'all might harass her or something. But yeah, she was doing so much and it was just kind of crazy, but it was an airball. What you got to understand is that DDG understands how and what to do on camera. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't trap him. You can't make him look crazy in that sense or make him look like, yo, let's go to the back room like we're going to do something. Nah, that was D-Shay Frost back in the day. That's what he was on. Taking girls to the bathroom. Oh, you need help in the bathroom? Man, D-Shay used to be crazy. But DDG, nah, he's like, nah, he ain't going for, you could be the baddest of the baddest. He probably get your number and stuff. He might do something with you after, off the stream, but he not going to answer no question. Like, you come up to him talking about, so what you really into? What you want? What you trying to do? I'm like, man. He's like, what you mean by that? He's like, you know what I mean by that. Like, wait a minute. What are you saying, ma'am? What are you trying to say? And then he just walks off. That's the type of stuff that was going on last night. And it was so many girls saying they was down to do whatever. I don't know if it was that Don Julio. Don Julio make you act a foolio. I don't know what's going on. I know it's the month of February. I know that this month is Valentine's. You know what I'm saying? So maybe females are in heat or something out here. I don't know what's going on, but I've never seen that many women in LA treat the Capaholics mansion like it's a Freaknik. You understand what I'm saying? Like on some you know what I'm saying? How you got your little events in your cities and stuff like that where the girls get real freaky, like some college type stuff. That's how they was treating it. They was treating the Capaholics house like that. And some of these girls have been to the Capaholics house before and they never act like this. What changed? They always got Don Julio, but I don't know. It was crazy. But seeing somebody I knew there doing that, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But yeah, so that last night was wild. But I also want to commend and shout out my boy D-Shay Frost. My boy is trying to be as faithful as he can be to Renee. He's trying hard. You know what I'm saying? He's really not trying to cheat. And I can feel that he's being genuine. Because when he was on Blueface stream and, he had the girls there and they was trying to give him some and do all this stuff, nasty stuff to him. And D-Shay was like, no, I can't. I have a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? He actually left. He actually was like, listen, he was uncomfortable. The girls was grabbing on him. Now, D-Shay. Freaky D-Shay from back in the day, you know how he used to get down. But now he's like, nah, I ain't on that. I have a girlfriend and I'm not going to cheat on her. You know what I'm saying? So he really, really loved Renee. You know what I'm saying? And he not going to cheat. So when he was at the Capaholics house last night, it was one girl, a Hispanic girl was walking around following him. She was just pretty much begging. She was like, I'll do whatever you want to do. And she was like, listen, you're a very nice lady, ma'am, but I'm okay. I'm in a relationship and that's that. And she just kept trying to get him to have sex with her. I was like, bro, this is crazy. But last night was a great stream. Now, I'm saying that I don't know if all day party is gonna be like that from this day forward, but last night was one of the best streams they threw. It kind of brought me back to the BET uncut days and it was just wild. It was like a tip drill video, that Nelly tip drill video. It was just, everything was going on. You know what I'm saying? We saw IRL, DDG switched the camera. He took it from Twitch to Kick to keep the party going. Shout out to DDG. Shout out to Capaholics. I talked to Wiz Kelly about an hour ago. Shout out to everybody in that mansion. Y'all did it last night. That party was definitely one of them ones. But anyway, guys, I am going to end the video here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also turn your post notifications. And as always, folks, as always, holla back at your boy. Peace.
How we live, how we live, how we live. how we live.